So you've basically today taken a head start with the launch of your payments bank before any of the rivals could do it. Could you speak to us about, brief us about what features the payments bank has? You've spoken about an initial investment of 3,000 crores. Till when will this last? And is there more capital expected to come in after this? And could you brief us about what your plans are initially to begin with?
The first feature that I will want to talk about, and the biggest differential feature that we are rolling out our bank with, is the accessibility. Right, we are looking at enabling it at over 600,000 banking points across the country, and this, in comparison to 200 and odd thousand of ATMs across the country, is a huge leap that we are taking in making the banking services available. So, making the banking services available at a next door retail point, a banking access point of Airtel Payments Bank, not only would a customer be able to open a bank account, which is Aadhaar based through biometric verification, which the process takes less than 3 minutes, he would also be able to deposit cash and withdraw cash at any of these outlets. So apart from that, what we are also enabling is on a massive drive on merchant ecosystem, so that digital transactions become easier in this country. To do that, what we are doing is enabling over 5 million merchants to start accepting Airtel Payments Bank payments, and therefore over 1 million we've already onboarded. This is through a merchant app that we have put on the Play Store, which merchants can download and can kind of start receiving payments from day one without any complicated boarding procedures.
So, Mr. Sunil Mittal spoke about the interest rate of 7.25% being introductory right now to get more customers to begin with. Could you give us, is there a timeline on when you plan to maybe reduce the rate of interest, or till when 7.25 is likely to stay?
So apart from the differential features that I talked about that we have put, to ensure that customers, especially those who are financially excluded, get into the banking fold, we have put in some consumer benefits as well. So one of the ones that, I keep talking about is mobile number as an account number, and one you mentioned, which is the 7.25% interest rate. A third one being, free personal accident insurance of 1 lakh. So all these benefits that we are putting so that customers do get attracted and do open a bank account with a new bank, which is Airtel Payments Bank. Over time, how interest rate moves up and down depends on market requirements, market dynamics, and indeed it would, as the case may be.
Right. In terms of market shares, considering right now you're the only participant, but there are others like Paytm and others expected to come in, say 1 year down the line, what sort of a market share does Airtel expect to have in the payments bank sector?
So we would be, looking at our own strengths and playing to our advantage using them. Given that the huge brand advantage that we enjoy, 250 million customers have reposed their faith and trust in the Airtel brand. We think that can be a very unique advantage that is available to us versus competition, and therefore that customer base is the first customer base that we will want to kind of get into a banking relationship with Airtel Payments Bank.
Right, so you already have another product, which is your wallet right now, and now with the payments bank coming in, do you not think this will get some sort of redundancy in your? Why would somebody go and park his money in a wallet when here he gets a rate of interest, he gets interest, back, vis-a-vis not getting any interest back over there?
So you rightly mentioned that a payments bank account is indeed more beneficial than a wallet. While we are indifferent to customer opening a wallet with us by downloading the app and therefore going digital or upgrading to a savings bank account, but there are certain benefits that he enjoys by upgrading to a savings bank account. Let me recount those for you. One is that he can then do cash out and cash in at any of the 600,000 banking points on one given day, and 7.25% interest rate, which he does not get, is another advantage. But a third, the biggest one perhaps, is that on a wallet there is a monthly transaction limit of rupees 20,000. On a payments bank account, Airtel Payments Bank account, there is no such transaction limit. The only limit which is there is end of day the balance of 1 lakh rupees, which to our understanding is huge enough, large enough for customers to do their digital transactions in a meaningful way, both in the offline world and in the online world.
Sir, right. My last question is, so then doesn't this, as I said, get the redundancy angle? Could we moving ahead see the wallet being integrated maybe into the payments bank and not existing as a separate entity? Is there need for the wallet to exist as a separate entity going ahead if the payments bank gives everything that the wallet does and beyond?
I would say that payments bank offering is indeed superior to what a wallet offers. Having said that, it's customers' choice. So if customers do believe that a wallet gives them restricted risk, etc., it is their choice.
Right. Thank you so much for speaking to Bloomberg Quinn, sir.